Hello, this is Paul, and I am continuing on Windows 7 with our lesson on screensavers. Just to make a final comment on that is to say that basically most of the screensavers that comes bundled with Windows 7 now does not have settings that are customizable. Only when you go into a one where you're able to change the message, you're going to be able to make adjustments there. But the rest of them are pretty well set. And one thing that they do very nicely is that they will have a very nice display that is compatible with two screens. And see these operate from one screen to the other is rather entertaining. Right now I want to talk to you about a color scheme. And what is a color scheme? Color schemes will show you what the borders of all the windows and everything look like, that you're able to change these colors to be able to see what you want it to look like. And they have really beefed up Windows 7 compared to the older versions. And get into this, we go back into the same window that we had for setting up our screensaver, but on the bottom panel there we're going to select window color. Window color has now an array of pastel colors and also combined intensities, and there's a lot more to it than what it used to be. In the older versions, it was only a few solid colors, but now they have quite a bit more. And you can select any one of them just by using the left button of your mouse on top of any one of these squares. Enable transparency. You can soften these colors or you can make them bold, whatever you want it to be. By doing this, you hold down the left button on top of the bar in the middle of the slider there, and it will make it bolder or lighter or whatever you want it to be. So it's very easy. And also on the bottom, if you don't like these colors, you can always change it and play around with it to see what kind of color you like for yourself. Remember, this affects how the different borders around the different windows will look. And it does nothing to do with what is called the wallpaper. That is another thing we'll be getting into. Don't forget to save the changes on this. Whenever you make changes, you got to remember to save it. Do not use the red button at the top, because that will not save your changes. Wallpaper in the same window as with what we have with screensavers, we have what is called background. And the background on here is the same thing as the old wordage of wallpaper. They are the ability to have something graphical on your main desktop. That's all it works on, is on the desktop, and it will not be seen on any directories when you use your selections to move there. And when you click on any one of these, it will change the theme of what is will be on your window. Take notice that the desktop background on the bottom will give you other selections to include any number of pictures. And when you select any one of them, you can also choose for them to be able to have a savings of making your own groups here, where in here we have 5 different collections of backgrounds to choose from. And you can use that arrowhead on there to bring down this list and make a choice of what you want to look at and choose from. There is also a browse button here. You can use this to bring in other pictures or other collections that you might have. So it is very flexible in this way. In this section here, take notice that I used the drop down arrowhead, and it brings up how often your pictures are going to change when you have more than one selected. It can be set to change quite frequently, or you can have it change on different number of days. And when you select that, the big key of it is that it is going to change when you restart your computer. Over here we have an expansion on how you want your pictures to look. For example, if you're using your personal pictures on your background, then you also have the option now to fill. And whereas before there was only fit, tile, and center, and now they added that one more. And this is going to be able to help you make your wallpaper look exactly the way that it will satisfy you. And don't forget to save the changes that you have made, and when you press that button, it'll close the window and take you back to the former. Now once this is in place, you might want to wonder what all these sounds that you hear coming out of your computer, what they mean. And in system sounds, this is also another listing on the personalization page. System sounds. They have, when you click on this, it'll take you into another window. It looks very much like what was before. However, there is some differences. Take notice in the center window there, we have a selection of different activities that will take place. And take notice that there is a little image of a speaker, what it looks like inside a box. And this speaker will also reflect on the bottom and be able to see that there is a sound attached to it. And when you're press the test button, you'll be able to hear what it sounds like. However, take notice that it will also be able to be changed. There's a drop down arrowhead there that you'll be able to choose sounds that are already installed on your computer and test it again and see if it's the one you like. Take notice of the slide bar over here. The slide bar will allow you to scroll down and see the many other instances of sound that you might get out of your computer. What is new to Windows 7 now is that there is many choices of preset sounds that will change as you desire. You might want to try different ones and see which one you like. It's your computer. You are the administrator of your own computer, and you have the authorization to change it to whatever you want. So with this in mind, I thank you for allowing me to show you some things about how the personalization, which takes us into the screensaver, and also color scheme, and also with other functions on your computer. Be sure to set up a screensaver. It will save you money in the end. When disaster like a second image is burned into your computer, there is only one solution, and that is to replace it. There is no fix for it. It needs to be replaced. Well, thank you very much for your attention, and this is Paul Jones. I'm at this First Church of the Brethren with 5 different classes, 6 different classes really, and then we have a self-help group on Saturday afternoon, and our interest is to help you get to where you want to be for the purpose that you want to do with your machine. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.